Hey there, fellow adventurers. It's your boy Anthony back with a thirst for exploration and a camera in hand. This time, we're setting our sights on South America, a continent teeming with vibrant cultures and breathtaking landscapes. From the rugged peaks of Patagonia to the bustling streets of Buenos Aires, this country is a melting pot of natural wonders and urban delights. So buckle up because we're about to embark on an epic journey through the heart of Argentina. Over the next few weeks, we'll be trekking through pristine national parks, marveling at towering glaciers and feeling the spray of one of the world's most impressive waterfalls on our faces. But this journey isn't just about ticking off landmarks, it's about experiencing the soul of Argentina. Imagine this. Crisp mountain air filling your lungs as you stand before the majestic Perito Moreno Glacier, the ground trembling beneath your feet as massive chunks of ice calve into the icy water below. That's the kind of awe-inspiring beauty that awaits us in Patagonia. But Argentina isn't all about rugged wilderness. We'll be trading our hiking boots for dancing shoes when we hit the vibrant streets of Buenos Aires. Get ready to tango the night away, savor mouth-watering steaks, and immerse ourselves in the passionate energy of this iconic city. From the cobblestone streets of San Telmo to the colorful houses of La Boca, Buenos Aires is a feast for the senses. And of course, no trip to Buenos Aires would be complete without catching a thrilling football match. The energy of the crowd is contagious, and I can't wait to experience it firsthand. But hold on, folks, because Argentina's culinary scene is a journey in itself. Get ready to indulge in some of the most succulent steaks you've ever tasted, paired with world-renowned Malbec wine. We'll be sampling empanadas, indulging in dulce de leche, and maybe even learning how to make our own alfajores. And as we explore the diverse landscapes and vibrant cities, we'll be meeting the people who call Argentina home. So, are you ready to embark on this unforgettable adventure with me? Pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and let's explore the wonders of Argentina together. We've landed in Patagonia, folks, the southern tip of South America. This place is a different breed. The air is crisp, clean, almost untouched. It's like stepping back in time before the noise and chaos of the modern world. You can feel the power of nature here, raw and untamed. And nothing says untamed like the Perito Moreno Glacier. This monstrous glacier is a sight to behold. A giant wall of ice, hundreds of feet high, stretching as far as the eye can see. Every now and then, a chunk of ice the size of a small building would break off and crash into the water. The sound was like thunder, echoing across the lake. But seeing the glacier from afar wasn't enough for me. I wanted to get my boots dirty, to feel the ice beneath my feet. So we strapped on our crampons and set out on a glacier trek. Hiking on a glacier is an experience like no other. The ice is surprisingly slippery, but the crampons bite down, giving you a sense of security. Our guide pointed out crevasses, deep fissures in the ice that could swallow you whole. The silence up there was almost deafening. We spent hours exploring the glacier, marveling at its intricate formations and the way the light played across the ice. But Patagonia isn't just about glaciers. This region is teeming with wildlife, from soaring condors to elusive pumas. We spent a day exploring Torres del Paine National Park, a sprawling wilderness of granite peaks, turquoise lakes, and windswept plains. We hiked through forests of ancient lenga trees, their branches gnarled and twisted by the harsh Patagonian winds. We spotted guanacos, the wild ancestors of llamas, grazing on the open steppe. And we were lucky enough to catch a glimpse of a condor, its massive wingspan casting a shadow as it soared overhead. The vastness of the landscape, the purity of the air, the rawness of nature. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the mountains, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and gratitude. From the rugged wilderness of Patagonia, we find ourselves in a different kind of jungle, Buenos Aires. This city, it thrums with a different kind of energy, a chaotic symphony of car horns, tango music, and the smell of grilling meat. The streets are a whirlwind of activity. People rush by, lost in conversation, late for appointments that only exist in the Buenos Aires state of mind. Cafes spill out onto the sidewalks filled with locals sipping coffee and debating politics with the same fervor they reserve for football. There's a certain European elegance to the architecture here, a reminder of the city's colonial past, but it's overlaid with a distinctly South American vibrancy. Buenos Aires is a city that wears its heart on its sleeve, and it invites you to do the same. No trip to Buenos Aires would be complete without experiencing the soul of the city tango. This isn't just a dance, it's a conversation without words, a story told through the movement of bodies. We found ourselves in a milonga in the San Telmo neighborhood. The air was thick with the smell of cigarettes and perfume, the music both melancholic and electrifying. Couples moved together as one, their bodies close, their eyes locked in a silent dialogue. It's a dance of passion, of longing, of the bittersweet beauty of human connection. Watching the dancers, you can't help but be swept away by the emotion of it all. Buenos Aires is a feast for the senses, and nowhere is this more evident than in its cuisine. From the humble empanada to the legendary asado, Argentinian food is all about bold flavors and generous portions. We started our culinary journey with a parrillada, a carnivore's dream come true. Imagine a mountain of grilled meats, from juicy steaks to chorizo sausage to melt-in-your-mouth morcilla, all cooked to perfection over an open fire. And no Argentinian meal is complete without a bottle of Malbec, the country's signature red wine. Rich, full-bodied, and bursting with flavor, it's the perfect accompaniment to the hearty cuisine. Buenos Aires is also home to a thriving cafe culture. Buenos Aires is a city that remembers its past, even as it races towards the future. This is evident in its many cemeteries, veritable cities of the dead. We visited the Recoleta Cemetery, a labyrinth of ornate mausoleums and statues where some of Argentina's most famous figures are laid to rest. Walking through the cemetery is like stepping into a history book. Each mausoleum tells a story, from the grand monuments of wealthy families to the simple graves of ordinary citizens. It's a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of memory. We also visited Plaza de Mayo, a square steeped in history. As the sun sets on our time in Buenos Aires, I can't help but feel a sense of awe at the spirit of this city. Leaving the passionate embrace of Buenos Aires, we journeyed north to a place where nature's power reigns supreme, Iguazu Falls. Imagine this, hundreds of waterfalls cascading down verdant cliffs, a symphony of water and light unlike anything you've ever seen. The sound hits you first, a deafening roar that seems to shake the earth itself. Then you see it, a curtain of water, stretching as far as the eye can see, plunging over the edge of the precipice in a mesmerizing display of raw power. The air is thick with mist, a constant refreshing spray that coats everything in a fine sheen. We spent hours exploring the walkways and trails that crisscross both the Argentinian and Brazilian sides of the falls. But Iguazu is more than just waterfalls. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site encompassing a vast swath of subtropical rainforest teeming with life. As we ventured deeper into the jungle, the roar of the falls faded into a symphony of bird calls, insect chirps, and the rustle of leaves. Giant ferns unfurled their fronds overhead, creating a verdant canopy. Monkeys chattered from the trees, their calls echoing through the humid air. We even encountered a family of Codus raccoon-like creatures with long snouts, foraging for food along the trail. It was a sensory overload in the best possible way, a reminder of the incredible biodiversity that thrives in this unique ecosystem. Among the many cascades that make up Iguazu, one stands out, the Devil's Throat. Imagine a horseshoe-shaped chasm, a gaping maw where the Iguazu River converges into a single, furious torrent. The water here doesn't just fall, it plummets, a sheer drop of over 260 feet into a churning cauldron below. The sound is deafening, the spray so intense that it feels like you're standing in a torrential downpour. We stood there for what felt like hours, mesmerized by the raw power of it all. It's something you have to experience firsthand to truly comprehend. As impressive as the waterfalls themselves is the ecosystem that surrounds them. Iguazu is home to a dazzling array of wildlife, perfectly adapted to life amidst the constant roar and spray. Great dusky swifts, birds that nest behind the falls, dart in and out of the cascading water, their aerial acrobatics a testament to their mastery of this challenging environment. We were lucky enough to spot a family of capybaras, the world's largest rodents, grazing peacefully by the riverbank. And high above it all, soaring effortlessly on the thermals, were the majestic vultures, their keen eyes scanning the landscape below. As the sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple, we bid farewell to Iguazu Falls. Argentina, it's more than just landscapes and landmarks. It's about the people, their stories, their laughter, their unwavering spirit. It's in the eyes of the tango dancer, lost in the embrace of the music. It's in the weathered hands of a gaucho, a lifetime etched onto his face. We ventured beyond the tourist trails into the heart of rural Argentina. In a small town, seemingly untouched by time, we stumbled upon a local restaurant. No fancy menus, just the day's offerings scrawled on a chalkboard. The owner, a woman with a smile as warm as the empanadas she served, welcomed us like long-lost family. We feasted on simple, hearty fare, empanadas bursting with flavor, slow-cooked stews that warmed the soul. But the real feast was the conversation. Stories shared, laughter echoing through the small restaurant. We spoke of family, of tradition, of the love for their country that shone in their eyes. No journey through Argentina is complete without encountering the gaucho, the country's iconic horseman. We traveled deep into the pampas, the vast grasslands that stretch as far as the eye can see, to meet a true gaucho, a man who lived and breathed the traditions of his ancestors. His face, weathered by the sun and wind, told a story of a life lived outdoors, a life of hard work and quiet dignity. He spoke of his horses with a tenderness usually reserved for family. He shared his mate, the traditional Argentinian drink, a symbol of hospitality and friendship. We watched, mesmerized, as he demonstrated his skills with the boleadoras, throwing the weighted balls with astonishing precision. He spoke of the changing times, of the challenges facing the gaucho way of life, but in his eyes there was a fire, an unwavering spirit that refused to be extinguished. As we said our goodbyes, the sun setting behind him, casting long shadows across the pampas, I felt a profound sense of connection, not just to this man and his way of life, but to something ancient, something primal that resonated deep within me. The heart of Argentina lies in its asado, a traditional barbecue. It's a celebration of life, family, and friendship, hosted by a local family in their backyard. The air crackled with warmth and laughter. The asado master tended to the grill with an artist's touch. Each cut of meat seasoned to perfection, we feasted under a canopy of stars. Stories flowed as freely as the Malbec wine. It was an experience, a glimpse into the soul of Argentina. Reflecting on my Argentinian adventure, I'm struck by the sheer diversity of experiences. From the icy plains of Patagonia to the vibrant streets of Buenos Aires, from the roar of Iguazu Falls to the whispers of the Pampas wind, Argentina is a land of contrasts, a tapestry woven from countless threads. I've witnessed the raw power of nature, the unyielding spirit of its people, the fiery passion of its culture. I've tasted its rich cuisine, the boldness of its wine, the warmth of its hospitality. Adventure in unexpected places, from a bustling city to a gaucho's campfire. True connection transcends language, a shared smile, a heartfelt toast. Argentina has left an indelible mark on my soul. It challenges and inspires, awakens the senses, and stirs the spirit. It's a country that has stolen a piece of my heart, and I'll carry a part of it with me always. To those who haven't yet experienced the magic of Argentina, I urge you, go. Lose yourself in the breathtaking landscapes, immerse yourself in the vibrant culture, embrace the warmth and generosity of its people. You won't regret it. Whether you're an intrepid explorer, a culture vulture, a foodie, or simply seeking a unique and unforgettable travel experience, Argentina has something to offer everyone. So pack your bags, brush up on your Spanish, and prepare to be captivated by the soul of South America. As for me, this isn't goodbye, Argentina. It's simply hasta luego until we meet again. I know there are countless more adventures to be had, stories to be told, and memories to be made within your borders, and I, for one, can't wait to return. So until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep seeking out those moments that make life an adventure. And never forget the power of travel to open our hearts, broaden our horizons, and connect us to the world around us. This is Anthony Bourdain signing off from Argentina. Keep it real, folks.